this one just really got to me. Look at this thing. This is an S-Class Gupy. Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everyone. Jason here, and today I'm going to show you how to find an amazing exotic Gupy ship. Now, as always, you're going to want to know where a portal is, because you're going to need a portal to it. You're going to need all the glyphs, as usual, and you're going to need to be in Euclid, the starting galaxy. Now, I want to give credit to where credit is due, so this is actually a post over on the NMS Coordinates Exchange Reddit. I always want to pump them as much as possible, you guys. I can't recommend them enough. If you love No Man's Sky and you love finding stuff, you need to be on the NMS Coordinates Exchange. You absolutely need to be over there. And specifically, this actually goes to Aether 106, or Ether 106. This is his post. He found it, and I would just want to shed some light on it and show it off. So hopefully you guys go over there and show him some love. Now let's just jump right into it. And remember as well, you need to be in the starter galaxy, Euclid, and you're going to want to have your multiplayer turned off. Turn off that multiplayer, because if someone else joins your game or someone else happens to be there at the same time as you, they can take the ship in front of you and then you're out of luck. So let's jump into these coordinates. Or these glyphs. You're going to need the half moon, the bird, the Triforce, the black hole, the whale, the black hole again, the half moon, the beetle or the spider, whatever you want to call it, the weird face right here, half moon one more time, the bird, and the flux capacitor. And now before you just rush off, remember, you can take a screenshot of that or whatever. There are coordinates to go with this because this is a crashed ship, which means it's always going to be there unless someone comes in and takes it. That's why we're turning off multiplayer. So we're pausing. And in your pause menu, go all the way over to your options over on the right-hand side, and then you want to go to your network settings. And multiplayer, you want to make sure that is disabled. Disable that thing. That way no one can pop in and jack with your game. So let's go to the other side, and I'll show you exactly where to find it. So you've made it to the other side, like this. Your starship should be right over here on the side where you land, on the other side of the portal. Pop in there, and then I know I always play in third-person mode, but for this, you're going to have to be in first person. So you hit down on the D-pad, go all the way over to this gear icon, select it, and then all the way over to the other side, it says Switch Starship View. That way now we're in first person. Now, this is all, you know, I do this for every video because I want you guys to know there could be some new person who comes in, and I just want to make sure the basics are covered. That way you know how to ship hunt. So if we're looking for a crashed ship, there's going to be specific coordinates it's on. So right over here, you want to actually look right there on the display, and it might be different in your ship. Every ship is different, but the display will look the same. So it'll look like this, but it might be in a different area of your ship, depending on what kind of ship you have. But it says Watto 12 XII, and then right underneath that it says Frost Rime, and then plus 81.96 and negative 16.05. Those are your coordinates. Now the first one, the plus 81.96, is your north and south. If you go north, that'll increase. If you go south, that'll decrease. The second number, the negative 16.05, that is your east and west, all right? So you want to use those things because we are looking for coordinates plus 41.09 and negative 27.23. Those are our coordinates, so let's go check it out. And as you can see, as we got in here close, there are a whole bunch of communication stations. Now, this is going to change depending on which system you're playing on. Like, if you're on Xbox One, there might not be any communication stations. If you're on PS4, there might be communication stations. They're different for every system. So, hopefully, if you're cool leave one for the next person. That way, when they come to get it, they will be able to just see it from a distance and they can just zoom right over instead of searching. But again, remember, I mean, let's jump back in here. On our display, plus 41.08. Oh, get out of the way. And then negative 27.22. Those are the coordinates you're looking for, just in case there's no communication stations. But here we go. Look at this thing. Look at this beautiful... and look, I love the name of it. The Mirror of Madness. You don't even have to change the name of this thing. That looks so cool. So, let's pop in here. And it'll show you, hey, you know, it's a crashed ship, so it's a little bit broken. That's fine. We could fix all of this stuff. It's going to take some materials, like, you know, you're going to need some ferrite dust. That's always what you're going to need. A lot of ferrite dust and a lot of platinum and a lot of chromatic metal. And then there's going to be some random materials thrown in and inside out there all over the place. Oh, and look at it. It's an S-class. Every exotic is going to be an S-class. But the trade-off is they're an S-class, but they always have smaller inventories. And you can go to a space station and increase this as well. So you can max it out to this. This is my maxed out ship right here. So this one has the most inventory you can get. And eventually you can make that happen with your exotic if you want to. It's going to cost you a bit of money, but you could totally do that. Especially for something cool like this. If it looks cool, I would recommend always picking it up. And then another factor in this is you're only allowed to have 6 total ships. Only 6 of them. And so if you already have 6, it'll only let you swap it. And you can only swap the one you currently have. So if I was at my maximum number, I would have to trade in my current one for the new one. And so it wouldn't be worth it. But because I have room, I have less than 6, I can just claim it right off the bat. It cost me $0 to claim it. Now this is my little cool little guppy, the Mirror of Madness. And you pop in here, it's going to say, hey, look, your stuff is broken. You're going to have to fix this stuff. That's all right. No worries. I could totally fix that. You need at least a pulse engine and your thruster to get off the planet. All right? And so the thruster's not broken, thankfully. We're lucky on that. The thruster's not broken, but the engine is. And so we need a hermetic seal and metal plating. At this point in the game, if you can get to a portal, you probably have a hermetic seal, and you already have the recipe for metal plating. So you should be good on that. Did I make enough? Yes, I did. So you go in there, and you use these parts to fix it. Now we're good. Now we can take off. So let's take off. There we go. And let's get a good shot of this bad boy out in space, because you can always get a really good shot in space. Now, if you care about what the inside looks like, I don't know if you're a first-person view kind of person or third-person. I'm a third-person because I like to look at the outside. But this is the cockpit. I like it's a bubble because it's a bubble guppy. And so that's what the cockpit looks like. And see, it's already different. Remember my fighter, the displays are a little bit different. That's okay. They always look the same. They might be in a different position, and that's what happened here. So that's what it looks like on the inside, but let's go to the outside. Oh, and we gotta move this the sun over there. We can get a good shot of this thing. Look at that! I don't see orange ships very often, and so this one just really got to me. Look at this thing. This is an S-class guppy, and dude, I mean, you can't get better than that. In a little tiny, nothing, you know, little orb basically. And that is so cool to me. I love this ship. This ship is really awesome. And with a little bit of love and a little bit of materials, you can max this thing out really fast, all right? So hopefully you guys liked the video. If you did, hit that like button for me. And if you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. I'm uploading videos all the time, and I'll see you guys next time.